Hello everyone, welcome back to Forever Bedrock. We finally have done it. It's been a long process. We did a couple streams setting this thing up, getting it ready to go, but we've got some shulkers in place now, and we did have 3 shulkers in here, and I've run it a little bit. We're in between 2 and 3 shulkers. I haven't been able to get more than that out of this at a time yet. But we're getting about a stack and a half an hour with the current amount. Now, the way I designed this, there's actually room for 16 shulkers. So, at full capacity, if they duplicate properly and fill this thing up, we should get 768 shells an hour out of our shulker farm here, and that's gonna help a lot with the realm. And this is something that everybody can benefit from. So we've got a lot to do. We've got to build a shulker shop so people can come in and claim their shells, and we also, I really hate to do it. This was such a headache, just getting it set up initially. But we may have to locate some shulkers and bring them over here to get this thing primed up a little bit better. If the shulker duplication is not going to work in our favor. Ideally, 2 is like the slow end of the rates, right? And we don't want to AFK forever in order to provide all the shulkers that everybody needs. So we need this farm running fully functional. So we may have to find another in city that's kind of close and get some shulkers gathered up for that to bring over here. Now, I do have a leaf tower here where whoa, I'm not sure what that was. I do have a leaf tower here where I moved them up from where we had them down there. And this is high enough up that we have no chances of Endermen spawning on the island below. And when it's time for these things to duplicate, there should be no issue with mob cap of any sorts. 16 shulkers holding this thing down at full capacity should not be an issue. I triple checked this thing before I got it started, and somehow I still missed 2 buttons. So I got a couple leaf blocks here, and we'll have to fix that. But the way I designed it is we've got 8 snowmen on each side. That's 1 for each shulker this way. Is that necessarily the number that we need? I don't know, but it's 8 wide, and I threw 1 in each side. We have basically a bubble column here and water coming toward the shulkers, but it's just at the top level. These buttons here keep it from coming down, and the buttons above the shulkers keep it from actually getting to the shulkers. So what happens is the snowmen shoot their balls at the shulkers, not really going to do any damage, but it'll aggro the shulkers to shoot their bullets. However, with the bubble column and the water coming back at the shulkers, they'll never be able to, yeah, we just seen one there. They'll never be able to actually hit the snowmen, so their shulker bullets will always come back at them or whatever shulker's around, right? And that's kind of where the duplicating comes in. Shulker under 20, I believe it's 25% health, gets hit with a shulker bullet, and it has a percentage to duplicate, and I believe the number goes up when it's death by a, whenever it's a death by a shulker bullet. I believe they automatically duplicate upon death, leaving one in its spot. So we've got an HS collection system here set up ready to go. Now this was a process, and I had made some calculations on how to do this, and mistakes were made, and we lost a lot of gear. Um, Even though I always managed to splat down there, um, somehow we ended up losing our elytra. However, Fred came out here to take a look at the farm while I was AFK, and he brought me an elytra and some rockets to get out of here. I went ahead, I went ahead and got the pumpkin helmet, so the Enderman went and killed me. Man, that's how I lost the elytra. They just kind of pummeled me, and I guess I was too close to the edge, and the elytra it either went in the void or I didn't find it in time before it despawned or whatever. But I'm gonna get all these extra leaves cleaned up and everything, and we have so much to do. This project here took a little bit longer than I was hoping, but the real holdup has been, just IRL stuff, So let me get this all cleaned up, and we'll get on to the next thing. So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and we want to gift everybody a stack of shells for now, but we are going to open up a shulker shop where they can go in and get what they need. But this will help spread the wealth a little bit quicker, and I think it's a nice little gift, especially for these guys who need so many resources right now. And honestly, 32 shulker boxes probably doesn't even put a dent into what they need. But yeah, we're going to go around and gift them to everybody, and then we're going to move on to the next project. Alright, the very next thing on our agenda today is to take these materials here and to turn our portal room into an actual portal room. So I'm going to get started on that, and we'll come back and see what we've got. Alright, our portal room is complete. This is what I've come up with. That wall being kind of dead back there behind the stairs, I just kind of threw a picture back there. We've got some nice little sitting areas here off to the sides, and little details going on here. I mean, and our shulker box is still here. I didn't properly clean up my mess and get that out of the way. I believe this should be more than enough lighting going on. Plus, behind those stairs there, we have some torches lighting up back there that'll bleed through. And I just kind of took the heads we had. We had even number heads. So it kind of worked out. And I just thought, those are nether mobs. Let's go ahead and use them to decorate our portal there. And this is our portal room that we've come up with. We still need to build up, and we've dug down, and we still have a lot of other rooms to take care of. But there's another project that I want to take care of today, and it's going to be quite a bit more work. So I'm going to gather some more materials, and then we're going to hop into that and get that done. And it's one of them things that's long overdue as well. Alright, so we're here in the Nether Hub, and this is kind of the design that I've come up with. We have to get a flooring in, and this will help give us plenty of light. I do need to figure out a way about offsetting it to make a little jog across, but this is definitely going to get us all the way down to here. I put up this temporary wall because they were steadily spawning on the other side of it. I didn't even consider my tunnel. I haven't really ran into them in that tunnel before, so that's interesting. But I mean, it's definitely, you know, their spawning ground, so I shouldn't be too surprised. On the other hand, I'm getting plenty of pork chops for food. Now that's going to take us down. The next little step's going to be the jegging across, however I do it, to make it kind of work out. And we'll just kind of do a little bit different of a flooring design coming from here into this. We want to offset from the walls a little bit, right? But yeah, our hallway here is definitely going to be different than this here, because this is a shared tunnel with Fluffy, right? Whereas to our tunnel just straight up goes to our base. So we can get a little bit more creative with it, and it's not a very long tunnel. I'm not going to take this all the way down to wherever Fluffy's old base was. We're just going to bring it, you know, just past here a little bit. But once I get that in, I'll figure out a design for this here, and I'll bring you guys back, and I'll show you what I've got completed here and what I've got for the design down here in this hall. So I'll be back with you in well, uh, a little bit. I'm not quite sure how long this is going to take to figure out, but we'll get it. We're definitely getting this all done today. Okay, so I wasn't able to do what I wanted to do, but we did complete our mission. We got this all in. I did get a ceiling and the floor in, so this is all non-spawnable. We can come through here and it'll be safe every time, and it does not go all the way that way. I ran that way for like 5 minutes to see how far it went, and I didn't even make it to the end. So it goes a little ways, enough to where that you know, we can see it. And for our tunnel here, we just kind of continued it down, and it worked out where these segments actually ended right at the portal. I could have maybe possibly pushed the portal back one just to get these bricks in here, but I thought it kind of was better to leave it this way so that the portal was tied in as part of it. And like I said, this is all non-spawnable. After I got most of it done, things were just spawning here on these bricks a little bit more frequently. So I just went ahead and put slabs over them, which kind of adjusted it up. I thought about putting some up here, but then it was, you know, a whole, I'd have to completely redesign it because the lanterns and whatnot. I mean, the light would still come through the slabs, but visually, I don't know, it looked like too much. So this is what we've got in our, so our nether tunnel is finally complete and it's safe, and you can, I mean, I tell you, I've got stacks and stacks of pork chops now. It took forever, it seemed, to do this, because I would work for like 5 seconds and I would be under attack from the piglins or the hoglins, and it took me hours and hours, longer than I expected it to. So I mean, you know, we've got our portal room, our tunnel here in the nether done. We got us a shulker farm done, and I mean, it doesn't seem like, you know, there's a lot going on, but these are with the exception of this room here, the shulker farm took a long time. It took way longer than that tunnel did. So there's a lot of hours that's gone into this video, and I really hope you guys enjoy what we've done and what we've got so far. We've got a lot more to do, and the spawning or the duplication mechanics of the shulkers seem to be a little bit bugged. So we only have one shulker left in the farm now. unfortunately, so I'm gonna have to reload that, and I'm gonna have to design add in a little design for a shulker reloader, so that if it ever happens again, we have one in backup to put back into the system. And I should have predicted that to begin with, so that's my bad. We had 3 shulkers to start with. I could have easily done it. Now I've got to go find the closest the closest end city that I can, and I got to teleport one out. It's going to be time consuming. It won't be hard. It'll be time consuming. I do know that as far as Bedrock Edition goes, the things on the wiki are not accurate. I've learned some of that the hard way, so my calculations and errors being made the process with the Shulker Farm take a lot longer than it should have. But now that I know what the the situations are and what to do, I can get another one over there and into the system, and we can get it going without too much trouble. It's just the time it's going to take to get one across there. So, and that just depends on how far I have to go to find one. So I really hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. And don't forget to check out the other Forever Bedrock members. There's a lot of cool stuff going on this server. And if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. It helps the channel out a lot. And don't be afraid to leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about the nether tunnel and our nether room here and our shulker farm and stuff. And if you aren't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, ring that bell so that you don't miss out on future notifications. And I will see each and every one of you in the next video.